Federico Faruffini was an Italian painter and engraver whose life and career were marked by passionate artistic innovation, political engagement, and tragic struggle. Though he died young at the age of 38, Faruffini left a profound impression on 19th-century Italian art by blending elements of realism, romanticism, and historical narrative with a deeply personal sensibility. Faruffini was born on September 13, 1831, in Sesto San Giovanni, near Milan. Little is known about his early family life, but it's clear that he displayed artistic talent from a young age. He received his initial art training in Pavia, studying at the city's civic school of drawing under Giovanni Carnevali, known as Il Piccio. Carnevali's poetic and expressive style would influence Faruffini's sensitivity to form and emotion. Faruffini later continued his studies at the Brera Academy in Milan, where he came into contact with some of the major artistic currents of the time, including Romanticism and the emerging movement of Realism. These experiences shaped his desire to merge dramatic expression with a faithful observation of reality, a stylistic duality that would define much of his mature work. Faruffini was part of a generation of Italian artists who sought to break free from the academic conventions that had long dominated Italian painting. Influenced by contemporaries like Domenico Morelli and the Cairoli group in Florence, Faruffini sought to infuse his work with emotional intensity, modern themes, and a more direct, tactile approach to brushwork and light. His paintings often depicted historical, religious, and literary subjects, but they were approached through a humanistic and psychological lens rather than mere idealized representation. He combined the dramatic chiaroscuro of the Romantic tradition with the rawness and immediacy of realism. His brushstrokes were loose, even bold, at times anticipating some of the techniques later used by the Impressionists. Faruffini's 1864 painting, Tasso in Sant'Anna, portraying the poet Torquato Tasso during his confinement in a mental asylum, is emblematic of his artistic concerns, melancholy, suffering, and the emotional depth of his subjects. The painting was both a critical and popular success, earning him recognition and praise. He also received a medal at the 1867 Exposition Universelle in Paris for this work. Faruffini was deeply affected by the political climate of the Italian Risorgimento, the movement for national unification. Like many artists of his time, he supported the cause, both in his personal convictions and in the themes of some of his works. However, the political instability of the period, coupled with Faruffini's own restless temperament, made his life difficult. He often struggled to gain steady commissions or financial security. Although his art was admired in critical circles, it did not always translate into commercial success. He also found it difficult to adapt to the rapidly changing art market and to the shifting tastes of the public. In addition to financial hardship, Faruffini was plagued by bouts of depression and self-doubt. The emotional intensity that gave his art its power also weighed heavily on his personal life. These psychological pressures, combined with increasing poverty and professional frustration, pushed him toward despair. Federico Faruffini's life came to a tragic end on December 15, 1869, when he took his own life in Perugia at the age of 38. His suicide shocked the Italian art world and cast a shadow over his legacy for decades. Though he had experienced moments of recognition during his lifetime, Faruffini never achieved lasting fame during his life. However, in the years following his death, critics and art historians began to reassess his contributions. Today, he is recognized as a pivotal figure in the transition from academic history painting to a more modern and expressive form of art in Italy. His ability to fuse the romantic with the real, the psychological with the historical, has earned him a place among the most important Italian painters of the mid-19th century. Federico Faruffini's career was brief but profound. He was a painter who dared to confront the human condition through both grand historical subjects and intimate portrayals of suffering and emotion. His expressive brushwork, deep empathy for his subjects, and desire to reconcile tradition with innovation continue to resonate with viewers today. Though he died in obscurity, Faruffini's legacy lives on as a testament to the power of art to convey the most profound aspects of human experience.